My story is a bit of a bit of a long one, but I would say so. I left Rwanda when I was about 4 years old, going to 5, and we moved to, not by choice, we moved to Kenya, and eventually kind of lived in different East African, Central African countries, and found our way to South Africa, where one of the Quakers, actually by chance, was at the border. Jennifer Kinghorn, I'm not sure if you know her, but so we met her there, and she basically became sort of like my guardian at that time, because she took us to Quaker House and just showed us around, invited us into the meeting, and my sister, myself, and my father ended up staying at the Quaker House there. And when I was probably around 11, 12 years old, so my father is a pastor, Baptist pastor, and I grew up in the Baptist environment. But when I was like 11, 12 years old, I started to understand Quakers a little bit more, because Jennifer kind of like, we were attending the meeting once in a while, and just because I'm curious of how everybody just sitting in silent, looking like they're doing nothing. So I was just curious, and I think something in me at that time just sort of like, you know what, just find out a little bit more, be more open to understanding it. And yeah, I started attending the Young Friends meeting at Johannesburg monthly meeting, and by 15, 16, I made the decision that I actually want to be a Quaker myself. How do I go about doing it? It's like, but you're already a Quaker. You've been coming to meetings, and if you feel that this is where you belong, then that's where you belong. Like, okay, that was easy. So I applied for membership, because I just wanted to feel more connected to the community, and a membership for me at that time meant that. So since then, I have grown both in a spiritual sense and also just in terms of growing as a person in this society. That's very hard to do, but feeling comfortable in this society. So that has really kind of like enriched my life, finding Quakers and being part of the Quaker community.